Tiaras of affection, 7 finest British royal wedding crowns. Once a royal engagement is revealed, one inquiry takes center stage. Which tiara will the bride don? No royal bride ever makes her way down the aisle without a gem rich in history, tradition, and a wealth of diamonds from diamond fringes that broke mere hours before I do to emeralds bearing centuries of concealed tales. These wedding tiaras serve as much more than mere adornments. They represent authority. Today, we delve into the most famous British royal wedding tiaras, highlighting the stunning selections made by the brides and the fascinating tales surrounding their initial tiara choices that didn't reach the altar. Queen Mary's Fringe Tiara. Few gems embody the allure of royal weddings as beautifully as the Queen Mary's Fringe Tiara. Designed in 1919 by Ewolf and Company for Gerard, it was born from the repurposing of diamonds from a necklace owned by Queen Mary. Tiara presented by Queen Victoria redesigned into a striking Kokoshnik-style diadem featuring 47 tapering bars of brilliant cut and rose-cut diamonds interspersed with smaller spikes of lozenge-set diamonds. This stunning fringe tiara can also be detached from its base to serve as a necklace. The story of the bride's tiara truly commenced in November 1947 when a young Princess Elizabeth selected it for her marriage to Philip Mountbatten. Only hours before the ceremony, catastrophe occurred when it was being attached to her veil. The vintage frame unexpectedly broke at that instant, and the Queen also discovered, to her astonishment, that Queen Mary's fringe tiara could serve as a necklace. Knowledge came to light at the least opportune moment. The tiara was hurriedly taken to Gerard with police protection for repairs, resulting in a small gap still noticeable in photos, yet Elizabeth proceeded down the aisle adorned with a tiara that had fractured just 2 hours prior. Its radiant allure guaranteed its significance in history. Another 2 royal brides would follow her example. In 1973, Princess Anne used it for her wedding to Mark Phillips, and in 2020, Princess Beatrice honored her grandmother by wearing the sparkling Queen Mary's Fringe Tiara, a diamond crown whose design drew inspiration from the Romanov court. The Queen Mary's Fringe Tiara, estimated to be worth around $9 million US, is more than just a piece of jewelry. It continues to be a genuine favorite in British royal history. The Spencer Tiara, a precious gem eternally linked to the memory of Princess Diana on the day she won the world's affection. Royal weddings consistently ignite interest in a bride's jewelry, but none attracted as much intrigue as Diana's selection of tiara. The inaugural moment Diana was officially permitted to wear the tiara was on her wedding day, as 750 million viewers worldwide anticipated that initial sight. Are you aware that the Spencer Tiara was designed using 3 distinct components? The main item was a wedding present in 1919 to Diana's grandmother, Cynthia Viscountess Althorpe, from Lady Sarah Spencer. The oldest pieces situated at the ends are believed to have formerly belonged to Frances VI, Countess Montague, who entrusted them to Lady Sarah in 1875. Princess Kate will never be seen wearing or inheriting this $500 million tiara, as it is deeply rooted in Diana's lineage, the Spencers, until it potentially transfers to her great-granddaughter, Princess Charlotte. Greville, Emerald Kokoshnik Tiara. For more than 75 years, it rested unnoticed in the royal safes, a $13 million treasure of emeralds and diamonds anticipating its moment in history. That moment arrived in October 2018 when Princess Eugenie elegantly emerged from the Rolls-Royce Phantom 6 from 1977 at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, without a veil and in a gown. By Peter Plow, Otto and Christopher DeVos, she amazed everyone by selecting not the anticipated York tiara of her mother Sarah Ferguson, but rather the stunning Greville Emerald Kokoshnik Tiara. Established in 1919 by Boucheron for Lady Margaret, Greville the tiara reflects the Russian Kokoshnik style, adorned with 6 dazzling emeralds on each side, and topped with a stunning 93.70 carat central emerald encircled by sparkling brilliant and rose-cut diamonds, pavset in platinum. After being concealed, it reappeared spectacularly, reflecting the bride's vibrant green eyes, estimated to be worth between $6.5 million and $13 million. This stunning gem quickly captivated royal jewelry enthusiasts. Queen Mary Bandeau Tiara. Few royal wedding jewels have a backstory as compelling as Meghan Markle's tiara. In Prince Harry's memoir Spare, he disclosed that they were moved by the notion of Meghan wearing one of Princess Diana's tiaras. This touching tribute was swiftly dismissed by the palace, which insisted that Meghan should opt for another piece belonging to Diana, not her crown. They offered her 5 alternatives from the royal vault, featuring options like emeralds and aquamarines. Ultimately, it was the Queen Mary Bandeau tiara that captured Meghan's affection after being concealed for over 60 years. The tiara had not been displayed publicly since 1953 until Meghan donned it while walking down the aisle of St. George's Chapel, its diamond sparkle complementing her Givenchy haute couture dress designed by Claire Waite Keller. Cartier Halo Tiara. Which crown will a future queen select for the most significant day of her life? Would she have the courage to defy tradition and stroll down the aisle in something quirky and bohemian such as the delicate flower crown her mother Carol donned on her wedding day? Kate Middleton, at that time a future royal bride, reportedly adored the concept of such a crown. Yet this was not a typical wedding. This was the union of a woman fated to be Queen of England. Fairy tale whimsy swiftly yielded to royal protocol, as the response to the question of which tiara appeared as a dazzling masterpiece provided by Queen Elizabeth II, the Cartier Halo Tiara, adorned with 739 brilliant cut diamonds and 149 baguette diamonds. The choice of this tiara was based on both practical and symbolic reasons. The halo is frequently seen as the ideal starter tiara for young royals, like the Queen Mother, Princess Margaret, and Princess Anne in their youth. Queen Elizabeth II also received it as a gift for her 18th birthday. For Kate, a commoner embracing her new role as Duchess of Cambridge, choosing this piece acknowledged both her family and the future she was entering through marriage. A further profound reason for Kate's decision was its background. Queen Mary Iveagh Tiara. What started as a dazzling wedding present for Queen Mary in 1893 eventually transformed into the ideal bridal tiara for Lady Rose Windsor on her wedding day in 2008. Among Queen Mary's treasures, one of the most notable is the Iveagh Tiara, a Kokoshnik-style work of art that has remained unaltered and intact. And rather uncommon, considering Mary's reputation for altering her jewelry, she adored the design so much that she continued to wear it in its original state all her life. The tiara is named after its donors, Lord and Lady Iveagh, affluent Irish nobles who gifted it to Queen Mary for her marriage to the future King George V. The design features a closely grouped layout of diamond scrolls and foliate motifs ascending into a Kokoshnik-style frame. The item is adorned with a progressive arrangement of round and pear-shaped diamond collets that sparkle from all directions. Following Queen Mary's passing in 1953, the tiara was given to her daughter-in-law, Princess Alice, Duchess of Gloucester, and eventually to Bridget, Duchess of Gloucester, in whose family it continues to reside. In 2008, when Lady Rose Windsor married George Gilman at the Queen's Chapel, St. James's Palace, she chose a $1.9 million tiara from Iveagh, pairing it with a classic ivory gown by Franco Kutta, which had sleek lines and a sophisticated square neckline, frequently likened to the magnificent emerald Kokoshnik tiara donned by Princess Eugenie. The Iveagh sparkles with the untainted blaze of diamonds only. Kent Diamond and Pearl Fringe Tiara previously sparkled with vast Cambridge cabochon emeralds at its ends, the identical emeralds that Queen Mary subsequently transformed into pendants for her famous Grand Duchess Vladimir tiara. Once adorned with emerald fire, Queen Mary passed the bandeau without its emeralds to her daughter-in-law, Princess Marina, Duchess of Kent, making the bandeau a genuine family wedding heirloom. This gem became the wedding choice for 2 royal brides in 1961. Catherine, Duchess of Kent, took the original from her mother-in-law's collection for her royal wedding. By the late 1970s, the crochet bandeau had transformed into what is currently recognized as the Kent Diamond and Pearl Fringe Tiara. Gerard kept the bandeau base but swapped the previous swirl design for striking diamond uprights of varying heights, with the tallest crowned by luminous round pearls. The setting features a band of round and lozenge-shaped diamonds, imparting a clean, structured elegance to the tiara. In 1992, Lady Helen Taylor donned the modified version adorned with round pearl tops for her wedding to Timothy Verner Taylor, wearing a Catherine Walker gown that reflected the design of the Kent Diamond and Pearl Fringe Tiara, achieving a unique harmony between dress and jewelry. Present at the event were the Queen Mother and Princess Diana. The ceremony emphasized the tiara's importance today. This historical item, previously emerald-tipped, is now pearl-tipped and is worth $1.5 million. The Poltimore Tiara. The famous Poltimore Tiara, famously linked to Princess Margaret, was so adaptable that a princess even wore it in the bath. Unlike other royal brides, Margaret chose not to use the family jewelry collection for her 1960 wedding. Instead, she obtained this extraordinary item, tiara, at auction in January 1959. She gifted it to herself as a wedding present, originally created in 1870 by Gerard for Lady Poltimore, the spouse of the second Baron Poltimore, treasurer to Queen Victoria's court. The tiara embodies every aspect of a regal gem. Its design showcases cushion-shaped and old-cut diamond clusters alternating with diamond-encrusted scrolls reflecting the floral grace of the Victorian period. Cleverly, it's also adaptable, capable of changing into a diamond fringe necklace and 11 individual brooches. When Princess Margaret donned it for her marriage to Anthony Armstrong Jones in May 1960, the world gazed in amazement. It was the inaugural royal wedding ever transmitted on television, with more than 300. A million spectators witnessed the Poltimore sparkle. For the first time since Margaret's death, her jewelry was auctioned at Christie's. The Poltimore Tiara amazed once more, fetching £926,400, almost 5 times its predicted value, establishing it as one of the most coveted royal jewels ever auctioned. The identity of its buyer is still unknown to this day. That's everything for the day.